Hey, good morning all. So, rehearsal recap. Number one, I didn't go because I wasn't really needed. She was doing two acts it was Act 2 and Act 3. I'm only in a scene in Act 2 and I'm not in Act 3 at all, so I really didn't think it made sense for me to go. Just to go up there, do my one scene, and then get out of there. Plus, gas and toll. So, I think I took a day off. I think it was a smart thing to do. I am acting stage manager while it's going on, but I'm an actor first. So, I think of it that way. Anyway, so now we are going to go to my audition. What it was, I'll explain. First, it was a lecture with 4 casting directors. Actually, 3 casting directors and a director, producer, director. He was an actor who basically preferred to be working behind the scenes, and then he became a director, but he still casts in the back of his, he will sit back and he will cast. He just wanted to see actors. So I listened to the lecture and they told us very interesting things, like how the trends are changing and how they're really, really, really trying to push people with disabilities, and they really, really want more ethnic actors, in the sense that, the world is just not one particular race. They want to show everybody, because they're slowly starting to see that the audiences are drawn to what they know, and they're also drawn to what's unfamiliar, but it has to have a mixture of different types of people. And shows that don't have that are quickly either forgotten or canceled. Like, my biggest thing was Friends. Like, in the heart of New York City, they couldn't find anything other than these 4 people. I mean, in New York City? Really? So I never watched the show, and I'm happy to say that I never watched an episode. Why am I gonna waste my time watching a show that is kind of about me, that isn't about me? That, and there were movies when I was growing up that I didn't watch. Remember watching The Breakfast Club and everything. I really didn't watch it because I had detention. I knew friends that had detention, but they didn't look like these people. And they weren't the only people that got detention. I mean, that's not a reality I know. I would have watched if they had one person, anybody, any actor, but they didn't even bother. So I didn't care to watch. Everybody's like, oh, Breakfast Club is the best. Not interested. You got to pay attention to your audience. Anyway, enough of that. So they did the lecture, and then they gave us about an hour break. And they said, once we get back, we're going to start doing the auditions. They weren't really auditions as much as they were just reads, where you just came in and you read from a monologue, which had to be no longer than 1.5 minutes. So you had to do the research, study your lines, and do it. I had a monologue from a play called Vagina Monologues by Eve Ensler. I'm so sorry. Eve Ensler. I am so... And it was one of the best plays I had ever seen. I had seen it on HBO. She did a monologue. Well, not even a monologue. She did a series of monologues all by herself. She did the whole show all by herself. When I did it go, I did it with a group of different women of different races. My late teacher, Mr. Jim Morgan, he decided he wanted all different women, all different races, all different ages, all different sizes, all different types of women doing this show, and it was really, really good. And he invited her, but I think it was at the height of the show, of her show. So obviously she was beyond busy, so she couldn't make it. But it was one of the best experiences I ever had. So I did a monologue from her play. It's called My Short Skirt. If you ever want to look at it, go ahead and take a look. And I cut it down to 1.5 minutes, and I memorized it. Mind you, I was doing this within 2 days. 2 days. I'm memorizing, and I'm at the place waiting to go. My time, like I said in my vlog, was like 2:27, so I'm memorizing, and people ask, well, let's hear it. So I did it. Perfect. It was fun. Perfect. I had a good time. I was all set. I gave her my name. I walk in. I gave the lady my name. I read for it. I started it. I'm doing the first part. I'm having fun. I'm really, I'm sassy because I'm in my short skirt. I'm dressed for the part. I'm in a short denim skirt and tighter shirt because apparently I wear my clothes too big, just in case you haven't noticed. And I'm doing my lines. I'm sassy. I'm cute. I'm smiling. Total brain fart. Lost it. Gone. And I dropped the S-bomb. I was mad at myself because I prepared and I just didn't get it. So she saw my frustration and she saw that I wasn't going to get back to it. And she's like, tell me about yourself. Tell me about tell me whatever you want to tell me. Why did you get back into the business? What are you doing? And I explained everything, and I explained, my MS and the issues about being cast because of my disability and because of my illness and because I have to take my meds within a certain time period. Like every 28 days, I have to take my meds. It's basically law. I have to take it every 28 days. And if I stop, it has to be observed and watched and monitored. But I have to take my meds every 28 days. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It has to be taken. I can't take it too early, and it's really not good for me to take it too late. Not that it would be deadly or anything. It's just in my best interest and consistent to keep it, every 28 days. So that's just it. So we talked, and apparently I only had 3 minutes to interview with her. That was the rule with everybody. Everybody had 3 minutes, so we were talking, and we were going on, and then there was the girl that brought me in. She came in, she said, time, and then we're done, and I just left. And the casting director wanted to keep talking to me, and I had more to say, but we got cut off, so that's kind of a good sign that she wanted to hear what I had to say and she was interested. The one thing, I didn't have extra headshots. Bring your headshots. Always have extra. I didn't have extra, and that was my mistake because she had wanted my headshot she wanted me right there because I could tell she wanted to write some things down and she liked what I was giving her, but it was in the pile, so meaning I was probably going to be quickly forgotten. So that was my mistake. So that was my day. Now I'm running. This is going to be a big one. I just wanted to explain what happened. I'm sorry. I'm doing well. I feel better. Everything is fine. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, and this is the last day of June. So like I said, when I come back, we'll talk about the 4th of July and everything. And that's the end of it. So I will see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day and keep cool. Bye.